Okay, so, boom. I want to know your thoughts about this Reddit post. This was the most popular Reddit post in the last week on the Skibidi Toilet subreddit, and it's by this guy named Ready Mix Nixon.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Hello all, and welcome to the YouTube video. It's the Critical Creeper with another critical video. Today I want to talk about the Skibidi Toilet subreddit, a community I've been a part of and critical of. I want to start by saying I love Skibidi Toilet, and Dafuqboom has created an original series that myself and others enjoy. It is now turned into a serious show about the Alliance fighting a parasitic species of toilets. It's a weird premise, it's my guilty pleasure, but you would have to watch the series itself to see why it's beloved by so many. I have never been part of a fandom of a popular ongoing series. I joined the Skibidi Toilet subreddit. I was looking for a fandom which I thought would be a place where we can discuss what we love about this show, but also discuss things within the show that can be improved upon. This is Reddit after all, an echo chamber, and critical thought sometimes is not always welcomed. This is where we get into the deeper discussion of this topic. I will be pulling up the initial clip from Steak's livestream so we can all understand the situation we're talking about today.
Here's what he said. I'm tired of the subreddit excusing the fact. Cozy is right, but I would like to add. Boom, the Lord and Savior, probably a millionaire, got toys brand recognition, Skibidi Toilet in stores. The dude is loaded with money we will never see. Yet, the Reddit is constantly excusing Boom for long wait times. Boom is not hungry anymore. He made it, and it's shown in his longer and longer release times. The fandom says he is cooking and quality is going up, but if I was a millionaire, I'd hire a team and communicate with my fans. But nope, dude hops on Steak's nuts with a few pictures and disappears for 1/3 of the year now. So, I saw this, and just right off the bat, a few thoughts. I feel like there's this weird toxic energy on Reddit that feels like Dafuqboom owes them Skibidi Toilet, which is not true. Like, this guy created a show. It's his show. He doesn't even have to make the show if he doesn't want to. I genuinely thought this was rage bait because it's so stupid. He said, there is no excuse. Boom is probably a one-man team. No PR team, no animation team. Because if that was the case, we would have more communication and a constant release schedule. Face it, you gaslight yourselves into defending millionaire Boom, and I'm tired of acting like the cope is fine. We should criticize, as criticism is not a reflection of dislike or hate. It's accountability for a series you love.
So, with the post that was written by myself, I do admit the way I went about it was a little dramatic. I was being overly hyperbolic and exaggerating to stress a point. The post was not rage bait. I did not think I'd end up on Steak stream or a few of the Skibidi Toilet channels for that matter. I know I painted the Skibidi Toilet subreddit in an unfavorable light, so I would like to take the time now to explain my point clearly. Boom's animation quality has gone up, and his action sequences are a lot better. If longer wait times equate better animation, better story, and overall a better product, I am here for it. Boom, however, himself said this was a massive L for the Skibidi Toilet subreddit. I am one man, I do not speak for the subreddit. This, however, does not make any fan toxic or the Skibidi Toilet subreddit toxic for that matter. We can all have our own opinions, and no opinion is wrong. I am a critical viewer whose perspective is different, and I would like to add, although hyperbolic, I believe what was stated is still true to what I believe. You are welcome to disagree, but as a creator, we are not exempt from the internet machine that conjures up different opinions. Some will agree with my take, and some won't. However, I will welcome different opinions. Criticism can make you a better creator. I and nobody else is above it. If you share different opinions, this does not make the speaker of said opinion an entitled brat, just because he or she said something that is not a favorable take. I think the fandom's main problem is communication has dropped off dramatically since the Bunker Arc days. The thing is, most fans don't want to be promised something and left in the dark. So, I will be pulling up some of Elite Cameraman's videos to further back up my claims.
A couple hours ago on Discord, he said, "Sup y'all, 2023 was crazy, so I've been taking a little rest on New Year's and after. Many expect episode 70 to come out very soon, but I've been working on it only for 3 days now, and it's far from being finished. Expect first part of the episode to come out not earlier than 13th or 14th of January. This is going to be one of the most important and intense episodes in the series, and it may take more time to complete. After episode 70, however, series will be coming out faster. See you soon. Boom."
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Also, you said that we'll be getting more episodes compared to after episode 70. And since now that season 24 is starting, how do you think the upload schedule will be and how long the average episode length will be, because the last couple episodes before 71 were quite long episodes? And his response was, "I was expecting the episodes to come out faster, but stress after 70 pushed hard, so I started off very slow and still going quite slow. I'm also trying to improve combat in the episodes, which I think takes some time. I think at some point soon, episodes will be rolling out faster." Apparently yesterday, Boom made a poll. It says it was made by Crazy.mp4, but Boom did tell me that it was him who made it. So he probably asked Crazy to do the poll. The first option was more frequent releases with more part to episodes. And the second option was less frequent releases with less parts of episodes. And the first option won with a big margin, which means Boom will most likely be doing multiple parts for the upcoming episodes and will be uploading more frequently, hopefully by splitting up the episodes into multiple parts. Boom said, "Sup everyone, 77 part 4 is to be bigger than part 3 and it's my favorite part in 77. I noticed people being disappointed with release dates recently. After release of Part 2, I was not resting, but making dynamic battles is incredibly time-consuming. So far, I had unfortunate experience with more animators, having to redo from scratch entirety of the animations I were sent, but I'm still looking for help. Some parts of Part 4 were also butchered by software, so had to spend time to fix them as well. I sincerely hope after full episode, things will go a bit faster. I know it was promised after 70, but 72 to 77 ended up more complex than they were initially planned to be. For example, fight with Astro Detainer in 72 was super short. 74 only involved last part with invasion of Astros, while its lab sequence should have been present in 70 Part 2. 75 and 77 Part 1 events were also planned to be in one episode. Now that I realized it takes too much time, I reconstructed some future episodes so they will be focused on important events and introductions only, being shorted and less expensive. 77 Part 4 is coming within next 2 weeks for sure, if nothing serious will cause it to be delayed. As always, don't be patient. It looks like Boom is trying to get the episodes out faster so that we don't have to wait 2 or 3 weeks every episode.
So, after all these clips, I would see where a lot of fans within the fandom have issues with what's going on with Skibidi Toilet. I believe between retrieving Titan Speakerman arc and a little bit after the bunker arc, communication was great and content was consistently released in a timely manner. Do not get me wrong, the quality in animation has significantly gone up and are a lot more intensive to animate. I believe most people are in agreement with this statement. However, communication is what people have issues with. The communication issues arose after the bunker arc and are very much present to this day. Boom supposedly has a team, and even with the team, the episode release times are even longer. How do you have a team and episode release times get stretched further? Giving critique, criticism, and asking for clarification does not make you entitled. I admit that my post is poorly conveyed with these points. Most fans of Skibidi Toilet are not 8-year-olds as claimed by Data Bio. We have a raging passion for this show, and we are in a gray area with how the show is currently being handled. Out of all the YouTubers who react to this Reddit post, I would like to mention Jess Cozy. Jess Cozy has been an honest and objective YouTuber to accurately break down my poorly conveyed Reddit post. So with that, let's roll his clips.
We discouraged, I think, a lot of those YouTubers to not upload as much, including Kaga and all these people. So that kind of went downhill, and that's just kind of how these things go. And so when I'm saying you're not uploading as much, it's like, bro, we all know Boom a millionaire. We all know Boom got money. We all know Boom done made it. He's successful, made the franchise, working with big name people. Proud of him. That's the OG. Shout out to him. But it's just one of these things where, like, with the fan base, the casuals are not going to stick around if there's not constant content. And it don't got to be every day, but like a Discord here, a podcast here, a short here. You know what I'm saying? And these things can happen. Like it's not out of the realm of impossibility, especially seeing what Skibidi Toilet is and how massive it is and how many creators there are. So many programs could be done, whether if Boom reaches out to any of the content creators, any of the reactioners, any of the side. Like there's so much that can happen that just isn't. And when you have a franchise like this, and a lot of these fans, you want to give them all the tools to stay entertained, but that just don't happen as much as it used to. But I will say, Boom's at a point in his career where he should definitely have like a 4 or 5 man team. Like we're talking about Skibidi Toilet, if not bigger, is on the same level as Amazing Digital Circus, right? Murder Drones, right? Y'all would agree, like they're on the same level, if not Skibidi Toilet is way bigger. Okay, cool. But with Glitch, they have teams of who knows how many. You know what I mean? Like we're at a point where Skibidi Toilet should be released every Friday, working with at least a team of 5-6 people, and that's just animators. And then you got writers, you got sounders. Like you should have a full team that can go on full payroll, bro. 2-3 million views of the series, is going to allow for most of their payrolls. Like Boom would still have mad money. And if anything, he would have even more money. But again, we don't know what's really going on in the background. There could be something that's going to be dropped. There's things that's happening. Again, we don't know. But from my perspective, as somebody who's growing in this space and who's trying to figure out his own way to do things, I would say it would make more sense that he does have a team.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
I want to thank Jess Cozy for taking the time to break down these points and help us all understand the grasp of the conversation being had. The creator is at a point where you think the show would be coming out consistently. As generous as Jess Cozy was being, a full episode every other month would be too crazy. I saw a fan's comment within the subreddit that within the last 7 episodes released in the last year, the runtime averages out to the amount of episodes in the last 2 years. This is true. The animation quality went from this to this.
That's pretty good.
In conclusion, if I was telling my fans that Skibidi Toilet would be coming out consistently, but does not, I can't be calling fans entitled for failing to deliver. Boom sets expectations publicly and fails to deliver. This is accountability. I am a very passionate fan amongst many others within the subreddit. I have met some friends from there that I talked to today. We love the show, and we talk about the good and bad. Skibidi Toilet has brought many people together, and I think we can agree that the show for the most part is an original idea turned into peak fiction. With that, this is the end of the video. What are some things you agree or disagree with? Comment, like, share, and subscribe for more critical videos. Critical Creeper out.
Hits keep coming like the beats we drop. Oh yeah, telling stories, cut the fake, can't stop. Oh no, living out loud, every move is bold. Keeping it 100, that's the goal.